After Nebuchadnezzar's army had conquered Jerusalem, looted the temple, and carried the Hebrews to Babylon in chains, there arose from the captives a young man possessing great faith and wisdom. His ability to interpret dreams and visions surpassed even the greatest astrologers and magicians of his day. This man's name was Daniel. After Nebuchadnezzar died, his son Belshazzar became king of Babylon. One evening, he threw a party and invited 1,000 of his noblemen, along with his wives and servants.
I want more wine, now!
As the night wore on, the wine flowed ever more freely.
I take it everyone's having a good time tonight. We wouldn't want to spoil it now by lopping anyone's head off, now would we?
No, sir. Yes, sir. We have a splendid time. Besides, we do want to keep our wits about us, am I right?
Certainly. Civility is what makes us like the gods themselves. Are you the king? No, I'm the king. Isn't that right? I need more wine! And not in those cheap vessels either. I want it served in a manner that's fit for a king.
Yes, Your Majesty.
As a matter of fact, bring it in those gold and silver vessels we took from those Hebrew slaves, so that my honored guest and I may drink in style.
Oh, Belshazzar, you're so clever.
Immediately, they went to the treasure room to find the gold and silver goblets that his father, Nebuchadnezzar, had plundered from the temple, the house of Almighty God in Jerusalem.
guest.
As Belshazzar and his guests drink from these holy vessels, they praise their own false gods.
The gods of silver and gold who made these fine cups. Hooray!
To the gods of bronze and iron who made these fine statues we worship.
Hooray!
To the gods of wood and marble who made this fine wall. I love this wall. Who's writing on my wall?
What is that thing?
What is it writing?
It's a curse! We're all gonna die! Protect us, Belshazzar!
I must be going mad! Bring me the astrologers, the magicians, the necromancers. Bring me the Chaldean wise man. Just bring me anyone who can tell me what this means, and hurry! Whichever one of you can tell me what this means will receive a purple robe and a gold chain and will be ranked third in my kingdom.
What seems to be the problem?
That!
Sire, I forget. Are you an Aries or a Taurus?
So come to you, fool! This isn't about me! Can't you see the writing on the wall?
Don't worry, sire. It is just an illusion. Watch as I, Matabrico, command the great stick, whose power shall dispel this petty sham. Sorry, sire. The great stick doesn't want to cooperate.
I've been thinking, sire. Thinking? Thinking? Who pays you to think? I don't pay you to think. I obviously pay you to look like clowns. You're not three wise men. You're three stooges. Can anyone tell me what this means?
Sire, may I present Shara, the Queen Mother?
Long live the king. Your Majesty, don't be so pale and frightened over this. There is a man in your kingdom that has within him the spirits of the holy gods. In the days of your father, it was rumored that he himself was a god. Your father made him chief of all the magicians, astrologers, Chaldeans, and soothsayers in Babylon. He even gave him a special name. He called him Belshazzar. But his Hebrew name is Daniel. His mind is filled with divine knowledge and understanding. Surely he can tell you what this means.
Thank you, gentle queen. You heard her. Go bring Daniel to me now!
Make way, make way! Your Majesty, may I present Daniel?
Your Majesty, I have heard that you have the spirit of the gods within you, and that you are filled with great enlightenment and great wisdom. Even my astrologers and wise men can't tell me what this means. But I have heard that you can solve all kinds of mysteries. So, Daniel, tell me what this means, and I'll clothe you in purple robes, place a gold chain around your neck, and rank you third highest in my kingdom. What?
Keep your gifts, or give them to someone else. I'll tell you what the writing means. Your Majesty, the Most High God gave your father Nebuchadnezzar a kingdom of majesty, glory, and honor, so much so that all the nations of the world trembled before him. With just a word, people lived or died. They rose and fell. He controlled everything. But when his heart became hardened by pride, God removed him from his throne and took away his glory. For 7 years, he lived like a wild animal in the fields, and everyone was saying he was mad. And he was mad until the day he humbled himself and worshiped the living God. You know all of this, but you are not humble. You are proud and arrogant. You have defied the Lord of heaven by drinking out of these holy vessels while praising the false gods of silver, gold, brass, iron, wood, and stone. These idols know nothing at all, but you praise them instead of the living God who gave you life and who controls your destiny. It is that God who wrote that message. Mene, Mene, Tekel, Parson. This is what it means. Mene means numbered. God has numbered the days of your reign, and they are at an end. Tekel means weighed. You have been weighed on God's scale and have come up short. Parson means divided. Your kingdom will be divided and given to the Medes and Persians.
Shall I have my men bring the axe and the chopping block, sire?
No. No, have them bring the purple robe and the gold chain, and have my scribe record Daniel's new position as third in command over all my kingdom. Well done, Daniel. You are just as smart as the queen said. Even I can't bring myself to hate you. But now you listen to me. You may be loved by everyone. You may even be a great man of your God. But I am the king of almighty Babylon. I fear nothing. Not you, nor the curse on the wall, nor the wrath of your God. I fear nothing. Long live the king!
Long live the king! Long live the king! Long live the king! Long live the king! Long live the king!
I want some sleep tonight. Double the guards in my chambers. Guards? No. No! 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 Kappa, could you come in here for a minute? I'm so scared.
My lord, calm down, sire. It is just a bad dream. Please, lie back.
night, Belshazzar was killed, as Darius the Mede entered the city with his troops. Darius divided the kingdom into 120 provinces, each under a governor. The governors were accountable to 3 presidents, of which Daniel was one. He had found favor with the new king and ruled his province as well. The king began to consider placing him over the entire empire as his second in command.
Seems I've made a good choice in you, Daniel. You're managing your province as well. Revenues are up, crops are plentiful, and people are satisfied. What more could a king ask for? As for you two, I've lost 4 tax shipments in the last month, all from provinces you oversee, not to mention that incident with the Persian prince the other day.
I'm sorry, Your Highness, but we were told that his papers were not in order, so we figured he might be a spy, so we thought best to deport him.
Yeah, we were unaware that you invited him to a peace conference.
Couldn't you have asked? Stunts like that will get us into war. It's lucky for you two, the prince had to pass through one of Daniel's provinces on the way out, and everything got sorted out. Otherwise, what little peace we do have with the Persians would be all but over. You have your assignments. I expect a full report from each of you tomorrow. And try not to mess things up too badly between now and then. Daniel, I don't need to see you for another week. You are dismissed.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
We have got to do something about this Hebrew. He's starting to make us look bad.
What do you mean starting to? The guy's a pro at it. Why, the king's already talking about making him his #1 man, and if that happens, then we will be reporting to him.
I would never answer to a Hebrew dog. Even the governors resent him. The sooner we get him out of our way, the better.
How do we get rid of a guy who never makes a mistake? I mean, he's faithful, honest, and although I hate to admit it, he's a good manager.
Yes, but he has one weakness, though. He's not like us. He faithfully worships another god. Just one. We can use his loyalty to this other god against him. Once he's gone, the kingdom will be ours.
Gentlemen,
Long live the king!
this is a private conversation.
Sire, if I may be so bold, we were just discussing your exceptional leadership and how all of the people in the kingdom have benefited from your infinite wisdom.
Yes, he's right. You are very popular among the people. In fact, we have recently completed a survey of all the councilors, governors, and deputies in the country. They have unanimously decided that you should make an irrevocable law. For the next 30 days, anyone who prays to another god or man other than you, Your Majesty, should be thrown to the den of lions.
Really?
Absolutely, sire.
Your Excellence, as an executor of your law, I just happen to have a form right here. If you will fill it out, sign it, and seal it with your ring, it will become the law of the Medes and the Persians, which cannot be canceled or changed.
Do it for the people, sire. You won't regret it.
I'm not so sure about this. What does Daniel think of it?
He's the reason why we're doing it.
You say this is what the people want?
It will certainly boost the morale of the army.
Well, I can't see any harm in it. Anything for the troops.
As was his custom, Daniel went to his window that faced Jerusalem, where he faithfully prayed 3 times a day. Being a government official, He had already heard about the new law. Fearless of the consequences, he gave thanks to God.
Please bless him and help me to serve him well. Please let the day come soon when my people will be free to return to Jerusalem.
Messiah, it is with utmost regret we come before you today.
What have you done this time?
It wasn't us, sire. It was that Hebrew, Belshazzar. The one you call Daniel.
Daniel? What about him?
It seems this Hebrew captive has no regard for you or your laws. I saw him praying and asking favors of his God 3 times today.
It's sad.
But true, I
saw
him
it
myself.
You know what your law says, sire. We feel as badly as you do, sire. For this poor man who has served you as best he could, he has to be thrown to the
Enough! I will hear no more of this.
But sire, what about the law of the Medes and Persians?
You signed the law and it cannot be changed.
Arrest Daniel and bring him to the lion's den. Daniel of Judah, my good steward and wisest of advisors, you have been faithful to your God. May he be as faithful in rescuing you. Tie him up and lower him in.
You heard him. Go get the ropes. Now.
Oops! What I do now, I do to prove that the law of the Medes and the Persians can be changed by no mortal man, not even me, the king.
That night, Darius could not sleep. He would not eat. And he refused his usual entertainment. All he could think of was Daniel in that pit of lions. At the break of dawn, he left for the lion's den, and his guards followed behind him.
Remove the stone! Daniel! Servant of the living God! Was your God able to rescue you?
Long live the king!
He's alive! Quick, get him out of there!
This is impossible.
This is bad.
This is really bad.
I don't think so.
There's not a scratch on you!
The angel of the Lord has shut the mouths of the lions.
Sire, this should prove I am innocent before God, and that I have not wronged you.
Forgive me, my friend. Come, we have a law to rewrite. As for you two, gentlemen, you're fired.
Oops.
The king repealed his law and gave the command that the wives and the children of the presidents who had accused Daniel should perish along with them in the lion's den.
These are the words from Darius, king of Babylon. Greeting, my loyal subjects. From this day forth in every part of the kingdom, I decree that everyone should tremble and fear before the God of Daniel. For his God is a living, unchanging God, whose kingdom shall never be destroyed and whose power shall never end. He delivers his people, keeping them from harm. He does great miracles in heaven and on earth. It is he who delivered Daniel from the power of the lions. And the whole empire said,
King of Babylon, bow your knees, the writing's on the wall. Your kingdom's days are numbered and it's just about to fall. Your gods of silver, bronze, and gold can't save your soul at all. So king, you better sing some praise to heaven. The writing's on the wall. Now once in Babylon, a king upon his throne. Let wine and foolish pride go to his head. And there appeared one night a hand by the candlelight, and it wrote a note, and this is what it said. King of Babylon, bow your knees, the writing's on the wall. Your kingdom's days are numbered and it's just about to fall. Your gods of silver, bronze, and gold can't save your soul at all. So king, you better sing some praise to heaven. The writing's on the wall. has decreed. It's time you're made to see. Greed has turned your wicked heart to stone. And if you don't change your ways, well, you're gonna find someday your soul's worth more than everything you own. King of Babylon, bow your knees, the writing's on the wall. Your kingdom's days are numbered and it's just about to fall. Your gods of silver, bronze, and gold can't save your soul at all. So king, you better sing some praise to heaven.
Okay, cut.
That's very good, Robert. Excellent.
Action.
Oh man! I had it! Here it comes.
Fish. Action.
Oh man! Did you get that?
Protect us, Belshazzar!
Sorry.
Ow!
Keep looking.
What seems to be the problem?
Cut. Easy back, easy back.
What seems to be the problem?
No small. Go down, down, down.
Thinking! Who pays you to...
I love that.
Well. Action. Uh-oh. Okay, Josh.
Josh? Josh?
Who's there?
Oh! Oh! Ow!
You okay? You all right?
Okay, aren't you all right? Look down, look at the king, look at each other, and then Josh nudge him. And you step forward. Keep your head up.
Sire, I forget. Are you a Harry's or a Taurus?
Aries. As far as you can.
Oh, God, that was mean!
Action.
Taurus.
You're really staring hard at the king. You're trying to convey a very important message. You know how when people are conveying an important message, they stare a little harder like that? Don't seem casual. Don't seem casual. This is not leave it. Bang yourself on the head a couple of times like that. Now, lay back. Just flop back on the bed backwards. Oh!
Hero.
Stop. Okay. Yeah, you gotta do it.
Second.
You gotta give it a good.
Okay.
Never mind.
I'm doing it. Just spit on it.
Please let the day come soon where my people will be free to return to too many twos. Return to.
You okay? Are speeding.
Action. This is We Feel Is Bad. We're going to start with We Feel.
Oh, I knew that. I'm just sitting there.
Hand up and I think I can crop it. Okay, here we go. Ready?
Action.
I will never answer to a Hebrew dog.
Go down a little and enunciate each angry word. Ready?
What's enunciate mean? I will never answer to a Hebrew dog, even the...
Okay, that was better.
May he be as faithful in rescuing you.
Gross. Gross.
Oh, man.
It's okay, it's okay.
You're fired.
Pretty good. See.
Action.
Oh.
bathroom back there.
Quack.